blockbuster trade as the Chiefs agree in principle to send Pro Bowl quarterback Alex Smith to the Redskins, where he's expected to receive a 4-year, $94 million deal.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Patrick Mahomes, the second quarterback, Texas Tech.
I love it. And John Gruden knows what John Gruden knows. There is Patrick Mahomes, the second in Tyler, Texas.
Remember what you said last year in your interview?
What did I say?
You said, Tom Brady, coming for you, #1.
I did say that.
Yeah, look at me, I'm the one. Really, I'm just having fun. Hey, people be all in my DMs, but really, I know what they want. Yeah, I don't really want attention. Stop begging me for a mention. Hey, I know I'm sounding conceited, but I'm just trying to cut the tension. Yeah, I'm breaking silence. I worry about mileage. I feel like I live on the road now. Night after night, I reverse it so tight, got me feeling like I am so cold now. Lately, I've been on the way. You know, there's nothing to say. You told me I stay with the chain. Shorty, that's part of the.
What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of The Realistic Rebuilds. Today, we're going to be taking over as Big Red and seeing if we can finally get the Chiefs over the hump. Ever since Andy Reid has left Philadelphia to become a member of the Kansas City Chiefs organization, he has just done everything that he did in Philadelphia, pretty much to a T. Really good regular season team, just collapses in the playoffs, bad clock management. We're going to try to put that all to rest. Looking at the Chiefs team, very interesting roster to take control of. The reason why I want to do is if you watch me during my live streams at www.twitch.tv/PapaC4, could be PapaXC4, either or, the link's in the description. We did a fantasy draft, and we got Patty Mahomes in one draft, and he was, so far, probably my favorite quarterback to play with. Maybe even more so than Carson Wentz. I played more with Mahomes and Wentz, unfortunately, because we're not doing an Eagles franchise. I've only literally played one game with Carson Wentz here. In Madden 19 so far, so versus like 3 or 4 that I did with Mahomes. But Mahomes, he feels real good, man. Height, weight, speed, quarterback, man. He got good speed, 87 acceleration, the 98 throw power. His accuracy does not let him down. A very fun quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see what we could do for the career of Patty Mahomes. At running back, you have a young stud here in Kareem Hunt. Beautiful. We do have some depth guys that aren't bad. So what I'm going to do here is actually we're going to throw both these guys up on the trade block. I know Damian Williams just came over from the Miami Dolphins, but either way, I want to see if we can get any picks in return for either one of those guys. We got at wide receiver Tyreek Hill, maybe the most explosive player in the league. He's actually really developed. You look in real life, IRL, week 1 for the Chiefs, even in the preseason, he's emerging as a guy that, you know, not going to be the 2-3 catch guy for 60, 70-yard plays. That's how he gets it. He's getting like 8, 9, 10 receptions. He's a massive part of this offense. So we're going to be rocking and rolling with Tyreek. Sammy Watkins, he feels like he's been around forever, but he's only 25, so that, you know, for a 5-year rebuild, these very well could be our wide receivers for the longevity of that. We got Conley here, another young guy. Demarcus Robinson, who was super underrated at Florida. If he didn't have the off-field, he would have been a much higher draft pick. So, you know, there's a lot of optimism for this wide receiver core that we're not going to have to go out and either A, invest by a free agency and a big-name free agent at the wide receiver spot. Obviously, that sounds kind of redundant. Or use a high draft pick. Tight end, we got Kelsey, 28, so that age is a little bit worrying for a 5-year rebuild, but he should maintain his rating, kind of like Gronk, where, you know, coming at the end of year 5, he'll probably be like, 86, 87, somewhere in that range. Offensive line is kind of weak. Yeah, Eric Fisher, the former #1 overall pick, who's just been average, definitely a bust by that regard. Right side's not bad. You got Mitchell Schwartz, but he's 29. You got Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, my fellow Canadian brethren, MD. He might be the only guy that could be a long-term option here on our offensive line for us. Defensively, it's, you know, not the best. It's usually, you would say, for most of Andy Reid's time, it's been a defensive first team, and now it's starting to shift to the offensive side because there's a lot of holes on the defensive side. DN, Chris Jones is pretty much the best guy here that they have on the whole front 3. We will start Derek Nottie, who was their second pick from the draft just a year ago. We'll start him at nose tackle, see what he can do there. Linebacking, D Ford had one really good year, and outside of that, he's just been average. They spent a lot of money on Anthony Hitchens, getting him come over from the Dallas Cowboys. Raglan, though, I think both these guys should be our forever middle linebackers for this rebuild. Right outside linebacker, Justin Houston's a monster, but he is 29, so we got to kind of... Well, they got Breeland Speaks here. All right, you know, could be worse. Secondary, they decided to just get rid of Marcus Peters, which is dumb considering these are your corners. But Kendall Fuller, 23-82. I love Traymon Smith here. He's probably not going to develop too much, but we definitely need to work on the secondary. Free safety, they brought back Ron Parker. They have Sorensen here too. And you obviously got Eric Berry, one of the greatest players in the league. kicker. They got actually a really good young kicker, too. One of the best young kickers in the league. So, all in all, man, this is not a super tough rebuild roster from top to bottom. There's a lot of pieces in place. More so, it kind of puts the onus on us to be able to retain them. But I definitely want to look at building up the left side of the offensive line. Maybe look at bringing in somewhere a big name guy at D end or D tackle. And then more so just trying to replace Eric Berry and Justin Houston when the time comes. But I feel really good about this people. I think we're going to have a lot of success. So let's get into it. Here we are at the mid-season point, 4-4, which I think, knowing that it's a transitionary period between the Alex Smith era, and you're going with the, essentially a rookie quarterback and Patty Mahomes, not that bad, man. Not that bad. And we got like a 68 overall guy on the offense. Where are we? We are tied for last in the AFC West, but it's close. We're only a game behind the Chargers for first spot, so we still are not technically eliminated from my playoff push. So looking at players we need to talk about resigning. Ron Parker, too old. Butker, yes. Always like having a good kicker. Finally, having a good kicker means you got to do his butt cheeks during the sim. Other than that, though, I see a bunch of just guys that aren't really worth the kind of money they're asking for, to be completely honest with you. So we're going to let them walk. Just try to sim a little bit further, because I think in the patch they said they're adding like Pro Bowl tabs and all that stuff, and I don't know. I don't see it. But either way, we didn't make the playoffs. Surprise. No, we're not really surprised. 6-10. I feel like Kansas City Chiefs fans, I mean, in real life, they opened up the 2018 season with a victory. Patty Mahomes looked pretty damn good and over the Chargers, who apparently won it here. But I think in reality, most Chief fans assume that they're probably not playoff bound this year, though they do want to be competitive. Patty Mahomes, not amazing, not great. 3,500 passing yards, 25 TDs, 9 picks, and your first full season starting, not that bad, considering he is, like, hypothetically a rookie. 1,100 yards, 5 TDs from Kareem Hunt. Acceptable. Anytime you get over a 1,000-yard rusher in the sim so far this year, it's good. Travis Kelce, 700 yards, 6 TDs. 703 from Demarcus Robinson, 604 from Sammy Watkins, 760 and 8 from Tyreek. Not terrible, I guess. I would have liked to see maybe Tyreek go over 1,000. Hitchens, 120 tackles, 8 TFLs, 6.5 sacks. That's really impressive. Led the team in sacks. Not so impressive. Justin Houston, 11 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, 16 tackles for loss. 5 sacks from Chris Jones. Not bad from Nadi as well. Interception front. 3 picks from Scandrick. 2 from Kendall Fuller, who did make the Pro Bowl, which is cool. Again, we had a guy make a Pro Bowl. I don't know why. I don't know what those stats lead you to say he should be a Pro Bowler, but I'll take it. And a interception there for Ron Parker. Yearly awards. MVP went to Tom Brady. We had no one. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Tom Brady. No one. Defensive Player of the Year went to Miles Jack. We had no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Sam Darnold. We had no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Tremaine Edmonds. Breland Speaks coming in at 6. That's odd. He didn't even play versus, Derek Nottie, who started every game. But it is what it is. Not individual set. Pretty much a write-off. Pretty much a complete write-off here. We desperately need to improve our offensive line, I think. Even though we still got a 1,000-yard rusher in Kareem Hunt, because we all know how talented he is. So let's have a good offseason. Well, this free agent period's kind of tough because I don't really know where I want to go in the draft. I want to go in the secondary, like maybe safety. Do I want to look at defensive line? So I'm not going to overbid, but it would be nice if we can land both Jonathan Hankins, where we could then slot him at right defensive end, and Brian Poole, who could be a nice little tandem there with Kendall Fuller. With the first pick, we are going with a reach at pick 6, but we desperately need a free safety, arguably as much as any other spot on this team with no Ron Park. We just need some youth back there. So we're going Jaquan Johnson, the safety from the U. 77 star dev, flex on him. 88 speed, 83 zone, 89 acceleration. You got good pursuit, a lot of developable traits. That's good. That's a good pick. Great pick. All right, draft recap. Very solid draft, top to bottom, as we saw. First round, pick 6. Kind of like the last time a reach like this happened was when the Falcons took Keanu O'Neal. But when you have a feeling, you have a feeling. Jaquan Johnson from the U, 77 star dev, gets to learn from Eric Berry back there in the secondary. Second round, we got Halt Frohold from Arkansas. We'll probably actually slide into left guard, where you'll start more often than not. Sharif Miller from Penn State. We had 2 second-round picks. Didn't really remember how they got that. Assume that was a trade. Obviously, that's probably a trade last year's draft. But look at that, Sharif Miller very well have an opportunity to start at left end. We do need a new starting center, and we kind of whiffed here with Elton Jenkins. There's only so much talent to go around. It's coming at the 3rd round. We got 74 overall corner Lavert Hill, Alex Bars, Winston Demo. Might as well have a fullback here, Andy Reid scheme, and Ulysses Gilbert, most notably from the Toronto Husky series in the 7th round. So all 70s. Very well have 4 starters here in the first 4 picks here. We didn't land one of our free agents. We only got Brian Poole. We didn't get the other guy we were looking at getting, which kind of sucks a little bit. But Jonathan Hankins. But it is what it is. We'll move on. Sharif Miller. We don't need Jonathan Hankins. All right, so as we start year number 2 here, we're going to set our season goal. You know what? I'll make it simple. I want above 500. Very manageable. Mahomes up to an 81, Kareem Hunt's a 90, Tyreek's a 90. Wide receiver core looks nice. We're going to see if Robinson can make the step up as our 3rd wide receiver. Offensive line's a work in progress. 2 new starters here, Jenkins and Froholt from the draft. Still working probably. And Swartz 4-point regression. Oh, that's beautiful. That's just a beautiful regression. It's still an 85. Still an 85 base offense. Defense, 85. We're going Sharif Miller will be starting, our 2nd, 3rd round pick. From last draft, Noddy seems to be maintaining a nice little hold as the starting D tackle. Brian Poole will start on the outside with Fuller. We're going with the undersized secondary. Breland Speaks gets to start at left outside linebacker. And Jaquan Johnson already had 1 skill point earned from the preseason. Is our new starting free safety. So I definitely think this team has potential to get up into the 8-8, 9-7, 10-6, somewhere in that range. But ultimately, for the early stages of this rebuild, it's about getting Patty Mahomes as OP as we humanly can get him. So let's jump into the season. Around the midway point of the season, 1-5 is not good. We're only better than what we were last year, and we're 1-5. Looking at players that we need to re-sign, Tyreek, clearly it's going to be an expensive one. Thank God we didn't spend a whole lot of money last year. We'll have to renegotiate with Tyreek. But Tyreek, Chris Jones, these guys... These guys here are all faces of our defense that we need to look at re-signing. Kendall Fuller has respect. Reggie Ragland has respect. Demarcus Robinson probably has respect. Very nice. And, we'll definitely make sure we can pound out a deal for Chris Jones and Tyreek Hill. Hold on to our own. How does Tyreek Hill not have a star dev? It's a little surprising to me, but whatever. We're going to make sure that we have our own signings, keep them in-house, and then still have a decent amount of change in case there's a big name on the market to bring them into Kansas City. Year 2 comes to the end, and it was dog shit. We went 3-13. We're going to have another good draft pick, I suppose. Mahomes on the year, 3,500 passing yards, 30 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. I'll take that. 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns for Kareem Hunt. I'll also take that. Man, good rushing attack so far. Receiving 1,000-yard receivers, everyone pretty much outside of Kelsey was pretty underwhelming. I definitely want to see more production out of Tyreek. On the defensive side, 123 tackles, 9 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, and a pick from Hitchens. 8.5 sacks from Justin Houston, 9 tackles for loss. I mean, no one really had a great year getting after the quarterback. No one had more than 2 picks. Great! Yearly awards MVP went to Le'Veon Bell. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. Obviously, we had no one. Defensive Player of the Year went to Ryan Shazier. We had no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Benny Snell. We had no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Devin White. Lavert Hill, our nickel corner at 2. Jaquan Johnson coming in at 3. Those guys had some decent seasons, but we need a lot better. We need to have another good offseason. Maybe a free agent or 2 could help us out. Who knows? Not a lot there in terms of big-name free agents, but Matt Ioannidis, who did actually really well for us in the Washington Redskins rebuild, even though it does sting to kind of already give up on Sharif Miller, who was our 2nd-round pick last year. It dims the brakes. Well, with the number 1 pick in the draft, we need a franchise tackle, so we're going to go with, I think, the best tackle in the class. Walker Little from Stanford, 6'7". Turns out 81 superstar. Let's get it. What do we got here? 88 strength, 88 pass blocking, 88 pass block. He can play either side, but Eric Fisher, he's always the first guy. I've noticed when I'm simming throughout the season, he's the first guy to take the confidence hit. He's dog shit. So let's bring in Walker Little, as good of a franchise tackle out of college as you can get. So here's a look at our draft class. Walker Little at pick number 1. You're not going to do better than that. 81 superstar dev trait. 2nd round, we got Alaric Jackson from Iowa. He's not going to stay at left tackle. We can move him to right tackle because Swartz is just nothing but a regressing machine. Either or, 75 quick. Third round, 74. Quick, Ben Cleveland from Georgia. Nice. So we're going all in on the O-line. We got Isaiah Loudermilk from Wisconsin. We got Cole McDonald from Hawaii, having a breakout year right now in college football. Just, as depth, he was a scheme fit. Elijah Brown from North Carolina A&T, 73 overall, maybe the sleeper wide receiver of the class, scheme fit. And then we got David Lensing from Dayton, small school prospect, 67 overall. This is actually my first rebuild with my brand new draft class. I'm actually, this might be the only debut just for a little bit, because now that I use this, we still haven't got to this draft yet in the Huskies, so I'm going to go modify all these ratings just in case I do want to decide to draft one of these guys. So I feel like for year 2 draft classes for the rebuilds, I'm going to wait until we at least have the year 2 draft in the main Husky series before I start using these rosters. Still, real good. And welcome to the squad, Walker Little. All right, year 3. You know what? I'm going to make it simple. 8 wins. Just go 500, team. Come on. Not a whole lot of development here. We do have the new tradition here. When you get your 99s, you get your gold gloves. I feel like Tyreek and Kareem Hunt could very well hit that. Offensive line is finally starting to take shape. I can't wait to get Eric Fisher's contract out of the books. Walker Little, number 1 overall pick, replacing a former number 1 overall pick. Froholt, 76. We're going to Larrick Jackson, just giving him some starting reps at right tackle. So, going with 2 rookies on your tackle spots, always a little bit risky, but, it's less risky in Madden, not so much in real life. 91 overall defense. This defense gets the damn job done. Adding Matt Ioannidis here, then we'll slide Shrift Miller, who was a second-round pick in 2019, as just top depth on the D-line. Kendall Fuller up to a 90, looking real nice there. Jaquan Johnson, after 1 year, already up to an 83. It does suck that Justin Houston is hitting that wall of regression. Has yet to happen with Eric Berry yet. Or at least 2 significantly. So I really do like our defense, and this is definitely an 8-8 team at worst. Will Madden agree with us? Let's find out. Midway point of year 3, 3-4 record, which in the grand scheme of things, we're not outright eliminated from the AFC West, but we still are bottom, which stings a little bit. Players we need to talk about extending. You guys ever see what's his name? The weather guy that does that. Either way. Sammy Watkins will start down here. Yes, we need Sammy Watkins back. Thank you very much. Patty Mahomes. That's not that bad of a deal, considering where he's at, where he's going to be. That's not elite franchise quarterback money, which should help us be somewhat flexible on the books. Justin Houston, we don't have an immediate replacement, so we'll extend you. 3 years is a little too much, but whatever. Kareem Hunt, yes, need to stay. Think you can become a 99. And then Travis Kelce. 5 years. We will come back to it. What a dickhead. He's a dickhead in real life, apparently. And being a dickhead with his contract extension. You're not going to play till you're 35, all right? But we'll make it work. All right, the end of year number 3. We lost 2 in a row to choke our chance of making the playoffs. But, hey, it's better. It's the best record we've had. We're trending in the right direction. Offensive line is starting to take shape, not look like dog shit. Mahomes is an 85. Hunt and Hill are developing nicely. Defensively, 93 base. Getting a lot of production here. Jones and Fuller, 92. Jaquan Johnson, 87. Naughty's developing nicely, man. We might be able to make him into a low 80s decent starter. And we still got old man Eric Berry holding on with a generous rating. Looking at our stats. Patrick Mahomes, 3,200 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 picks. That's not bad. Those are average numbers above average numbers. Good numbers, even, for a starting quarterback. 14, almost 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns from Kareem Hunt. Finally, we're getting some production out of our running backs in a rebuild. Look at that, almost averaging 100 yards a game. Beautiful. Still no 1,000-yard receiver. Still a committee, but there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe a couple more big plays for Ty. I don't think Tyreek Hill will ever average 13 yards per reception. Not enough. Defensively, 120 tackles, 9 TFLs, 3 sacks for Anthony Hitchens. He's been solid for us. 10.5 sacks, 8 TFLs for Houston. 7 sacks, 8 TFLs for Chris Jones. Ragland was pretty nice as well. In the secondary, 2 picks for Fuller and Berry. If not, I kind of hope we get a little bit more turnovers in the secondary. Yearly awards MVP went to Blake Bortles. Wow, lots going on now in the league. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Blake Bortles. We had no one. Defensive Player of the Year went to Miles Jack. Anthony Hitchens showing up at number 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Henry Ruggs. We had no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Joe Giles And we had no one. I did see something, though, when I was spending my XP. Best kicker. He got 3 skill points. Harrison Butker already up to an 86. Great. This might be the first rebuild in history that I actually have like a good special teams that positively affects my team's 89. Well, currently right now 89 overall. All right, let's get into the offseason. Got some bucks if we need to spend. We're going to cut Eric Fisher and Schwartz and free up a couple mils, a couple stacks. Where do we want to upgrade? Where do we really want to upgrade here? Maybe get a backup tight end because you know Kelsey's going to hit that wall, but you know that more so would be the draft. I mean, I like our offensive line. Maybe a center, but then when we look here, an outside linebacker, we could do a lot worse unless there's a superstar at D-tackle I'd like to keep. Now that's a problem with this team, man. Like, where do we really spend money to make a big improvement? I mean, we could look at maybe bringing in a really, really good third wide receiver, like a proven slot guy. But other than that, I mean, center, there's never good free agents options for the offensive line for the most part. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Let's get into the offseason. It's a decent free agency class, just not what we're looking for. Robinson, McCaffrey, Deshaun Watson, Mixon, Jonathan Allen. Like, there's no outside linebacker. There was one center. I don't really need him, but I feel like just because the storyline, it makes sense. Jason Kelsey, reuniting him with Andy Reid, his brother Travis Kelsey. I don't know. We'll see if we can lay down. I wasn't going to overspend. If we don't get him, it's not a big loss. But, I mean, we do technically need an upgrade at center. He would present a 9-point upgrade there. But other than that, man, just an unfortunate free agent where all the big names just have positions that would be stupid to spend that kind of money at. All right, looking at our draft. Very solid draft, especially in the earlier rounds. First round, we got this guy, Case McCall, wide receiver, normal. We got Fisher Hartman, second round, 78 normal. Third round, Jeffrey Diaz, 76 normal, because none of these guys are going to start. They're just mostly depth for the most part. I didn't really bother making them real prospects. So if we got one of those special guys, once you get to year 3, year 4, because the draft class is not complete yet, if it's someone truly special or someone that's going to start, I will make them a real prospect. But it's just depth guys, you know. Leave them as is. Maybe one of these guys will become a meme. Maybe they'll live on in infamy. Look at this. A Navy wide receiver, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for your service. All right, let's get into year 4. Here's how our team's shaping up. Our goal will be to make the playoffs. We have a really good team, man. Mahomes is kind of stunted a little bit. No dev. I think he actually lost a dev trade. Maybe that's why, which is pretty frustrating to be honest with you. We definitely shouldn't lose a dev trade. Everyone else is, no real new faces here on the offense. Little is developing like a monster. Defensively, 93 overall defense. Like I said, no real changes, man. This is pretty much straightforward. The team we have, Hartman could maybe challenge here with Breland Speaks. Hartman was our second-round pick for the starting left outside linebacker gig. But, yeah, man, rinse, repeat. Same team, lots of chemistry. Year 4 playoffs, it's destiny. Halfway point of year 4, and of course we suck. 2-4-1. Very bottom of... All right, well, looking at players, we can look at re-signing. Ryan Poole, we don't have anyone that's immediate replacement, plus that's a pretty affordable deal for what he brings to their team. Of course, he's got to tell us go fuck yourself. Noddy's been actually a valuable starter, so we'll bring him back. Spreeks, everyone else can go, man. We're going to be... We'll lock down Brian Poole. Everyone else, good God, get gone! That's why we're going to change this 2-4-1 culture here. And take all that money and try to splurge on some big-name free agents as we get ready for what's inevitably going to be a Year 5 Super Bowl or bust because our team's dog shit. All right. From 2-4-1 to 8-7-1, the ugliest record you'll ever see in the playoffs. We did it. We got a couple XPs to spend here on offense and defense. Nice. 3 for Jaquan John. I found out usually 3 means you made the Pro Bowl. Sometimes 2 means you made the Pro Bowl. You're just really good. Yeah, so 3 always, I guarantee. Let's just see if this tests the theory correctly. With my XP sliders. 3 points if you make the Pro Bowl. He did not, but hey, he got a superstar dev increase. Beautiful. So, runners up in the West. Mahomes, not that great of a year. 3,900 passing yards, 26 TDs to 10 picks. Down year from him. Kareem Hunt's been very, very good. Best player offensively for us. 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. Whoa. 7 TDs from our fullback. All right. So I like to see. It's 10 touchdowns. It's the friggin' Samaje Perine effect. 10 touchdowns from our fullback. Still no 1,000-yard receiver, which is pretty garbage, to be honest with you. Defensively, Hitchens had a very nice year. 12 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, and Chris Jones. It's monster. How did that guy not make the Pro Bowl? 3 picks, Hitchens. 3 for Fuller, 2 for Barry, 2 for Poole. Quick look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Ezekiel Elliott. We had no one. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Ryan Finley. No one. Defensive Player of the Year went to Myles Garrett. We had no one. And no one. Oh, Madden. Cool. Don't even know who you are. And no one. So no individual awards, but our team did well, and we made the playoffs. So, sure, let's take on the Chargers. They're bad in the sim, right? Here we go. On the road in LA, the Chiefs, who I actually think have had a really good record in real life against the Chargers. Maybe we'll be their Achilles heel. We get the touchdown, they get the field goal. This is my first time using the Play the Moment sim since the patch. I never know. Sometimes they change things, sometimes they don't. Who knows? We're hanging in there, though. We're hanging tough. You know, new kids on the block for all the old heads out there. Come on. Ah, there we go. Went for it on 4th down. Didn't convert. Chargers are pushing our shit in. Then again, what do you expect? We're 8-7-1. Barely creeped into the playoffs. I mean, at least it's a playoff berth. Maybe it's some confidence for the team, but putting up 15 points is just goddamn disrespectful given the weapons that we have. As we lose to Ryan Finley, the product out of North Carolina State, 33-15, as we head to a Year 5 Super Bowl or bust. I'm not surprised, motherfucker. All right, so we only have a little bit of bucks left. Might as well just go and get a 99 corner. Kind of surplus requirement, but also need them. Our turnovers have been shit, especially in terms of interceptions, so we can be a big get for our 5th and final year push. Quick look at our final draft class. It was a draft class. First round, 74, 6'6", 230 wide receiver, Tamario Meagher. He's all right. We got a 76 guard, normal dev, Darby Harvey. Nice. 77 right guard in the 3rd round, 74 wide receiver in the 4th round, 77 right guard in the 5th round. Starting punter, George Bussing, 76 overall at Arizona State. Beautiful. Add that with, obviously, the addition of the 99 monster, Jair Alexander. We're ready for a good final push here in Year 5. Year 5. Again, we've been pretty consistent having the same team in general for most of the rebuild. Here is our offense, our offensive line. I mean, Walker Little definitely helps, but outside of that, to be honest, it's one of the worst offensive lines we've had. We had to rely on a lot of draft picks that haven't developed as quickly as we would have liked. Kelsey's regressing. Sammy Watkins is starting to regress. We have one of the best damn fullbacks in the league. Mahomes, 87. We got, obviously, the offense pretty much goes through Tyreek Hill and Kareem Hunt. 89 base, not defense, 95 adding in, 99 overall, Jair Alexander, the former Green Bay Packer. We got Kendall Fuller, 94. You got Chris Jones, 94. Ioannidis is an 88. Eric Berry, 92. Jaquan Johnson, 92. And just real solid depth there in the linebacking core. There's no glaring weakness of this team. So, fingers crossed that we can make a legitimate Super run. But first, it starts with making the playoffs, which is, obviously, we're here. It's going to be Super Bowl's the goal, but making the playoffs, baby steps. Let's get into it. Season's end, of course. I'm starting to get kind of sick of this. It feels like it's scripting. That always, it's just in Year 5 is when my team actually starts to play good. That's not even that good, actually, to be honest. 10-6. Got a bye with 10-6, though. I mean, how many times? It's because we're in the AFC. How many times do we do a team with the NFC? 13-3, you still end up in the wild card. You know what I'm saying? But we'll take it, man. First AFC West title. Patrick Mahomes on the year. 4,000 passing yards, 34 touchdowns, 7 picks. Best year so far. He's starting to peak. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns for Kareem Hunt. Definitely been the best offensive player throughout this rebuild. Finally, we have a 1,000-yard receiver, Demarcus Robinson, 1,000 yards, 16 touchdowns. That's awesome that he's really good in the sim, finally. He's a player I know for sure I really would like to target in maybe the Huskies, because I'm a big fan of him. He was awesome in Florida. Tyreek has been disappointing, very disappointing in the rebuilds, to be honest with you. I don't think he's broke 10 touchdowns yet. He hasn't broke 1,000 yards. It's been underwhelming. Same with Kelsey. Kelsey's never had a notable year. And really, up until Demarcus Robinson, it's been the Kareem Hunt show. So, thankfully, Demarcus Robinson had a nice year. Hitchens has been really solid. Another 100 tackle year, 2 picks, second half. We got 10.5 sacks. Justin Houston, the talk for a loss there. Jesus, try running against this team, right? Interceptions, we've never really had it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I spend big money on a 99 overall corner, kind of hoping for more than 2 picks, 3 pass deflections. But the total's all right. It's one of the things that you will notice amongst the sim this year in Madden 19 is that interceptions are definitely down. Yearly awards MVP went to Leonard Fournette. We had no one even make the list. Come on. NFC, or we're in the AFC. Leonard Fournette won Offensive Player of the Year. Patty Mahomes coming in at number 4. Defensive Player of the Year went to Miles Jack. Reggie Ragland at number 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, we don't even know these rookies, so I don't even know you. Did we get Kicker of the Year? Did Butker get Kicker of the Year yet? I haven't spent his XP in a little bit. He made another Pro Bowl though. My God, what a kick! I've never had a kicker this good. And we did the Eagles rebuild with Jake Elliott, but Butker may be that dude now as far as kickers are concerned. Just look at that, almost fringe 90. And get some other XP we'll spend a little bit later. But let's first find out who we're taking on in the divisional round, and it is going to be the 9-7 Patriots coming into Arrowhead. All right, let's do it. I feel good. Why not, right? Why not take the shot to tie? Oh, it's a pick. And what? All right, after that opening interception, nothing really has happened. It's been a low-key game. At least our defense has somewhat kept us in it. Let's see if we can get all Kareem on the C4 special. Pull this game within 3. Hopefully there's no 2-minute drive cheese from the Patriots. Oh, let's go! You give me that cheese. Tyreek Hill is going to get caught from behind by Duke. Oh, I'm playing default sliders, C4. That's what happens. Heaven forbid, the default sliders in this game makes the fastest guy get caught by Duke Dawson, who's what? 90 speed, 91 speed. He's no slouch. He gator bias. Shouldn't be catching a guy that gets beat like that, man. And there's this fucking... Oh, my God. Hate this game. How my burner, who never in history, unless he's hurt, should be caught from behind, is going to end up just on the 1-yard line, costing me a touchdown or some shit like that. And he drops it. And he drops it. All right. Fucking... Don't use default speed sliders. Speed threshold needs to be set at 0 with a speedy team like Kansas City, or else there's no sense playing with them, because that's what makes them so dangerous. They're fast. And when everyone's the same speed, which is for whatever reason Madden decides to be goddamn default, everyone's on equal playing field. You have no advantage. Oh, go. I don't know who this is. Sammy Watkins. And he gets tackled because he's not fast, I guess. He only has, what, 94 speed? 93? I don't want to just keep complaining, but, man, how... I don't even know. I can answer my own question. The speed thresholds are how my fast-ass wide receivers are consistently getting caught from behind. First and goal on the 4. Let's see what we can do. Probably should be doing a C4 special to Kareem Hunt, but I want to make a point that I can throw a goddamn pass on these dudes. And by that, I mean we're going to eat a sack, because... Oh, don't break a control. I can't break another controller during Madden 19. I've already broken one. The game's not as bad as Madden 18. I broke 2 controllers in Madden 18. I've already broken 1. I said I'm not going to break 2. I need to have less. Every year it needs to go down and down to reflect how much I actually don't hate this game. But sometimes it's really tough. And look, there's nothing here. But look, I have an 80-speed quarterback. Oh, a fat-ass nose tackle will run me down. Don't worry. 3rd and goal. What do we got here? Sack, probably. We'll step up. And there's nothing there. I'm going for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going C4 special. I'm not settling for field goals like some bitch. Miss play type. Pitch. I'm actually, after this game, if we win, I'm going to like whatever sliders. Matt 10 sliders. Because these are just ridiculously bad. But there we go. You can't nerf the best play in the game. Thank you. PA crossers? No. C4 special. Oh, there you go. I was getting ready to settle for just a little old field goal. Kareem Hunt punches it in. That should be enough to seal it, and it does. Patriots gets edged out by the Chiefs. Sorry if I came off as overtly frustrated and negative. It's just when your offense, the glaring strength of your offense is speed, and just because I'm playing on default sliders, it nerfs that. Like what? Default sliders are on 50%, so that means basically you're taking... I don't really know how the math works, but essentially you're making it so my players are slower, so I don't shit pump the computer. It's not very fun. So I'm going to make sure we modify those for the AFC Championship game. And that's where we're going, baby. Nice little day here. 369 yards. We had 3 touchdowns from Kareem Hunt. Tyreek still managed to have a good day, even though he was slowed down for what it gave all my speedsters pulled hamstrings. But we're moving on. All right, we're in the red zone, pushing the ball in against the 8-8 Ravens that somehow got into the championship game. So we're looking forward to just continually to disrespect them because they do not belong. Opening drive touchdown. I think that is to Sammy Watkins. We're rolling in on them again. It's too easy. Get that speed threshold right. My fast team plays fast. I'm actually going to say, like, right now, we might hit, by the end of this game, 200 yards for Sammy Watkins. He is just torching. I think it's Marlon Humphrey he's going up against right now. It's not very nice. Let's see if we can get him with a flanker drive. Shout out to Madden 18. Flanker drive was, like, the money play. What was it? Madden 17, it was the corner, like, the outside corner route or whatever the fuck. This year, or last year was this one, and this year it's, what, PA crossers? Corner strike, I think Madden 17. That was. Oh, I missed that play. All right. First to go on 13. Took a penalty because, you know, whatever. Chew the clock on because I want to get out of this sooner than later. Oh, Tyreek! Too easy. He's so quick. He got that gold captaincy badge. 14 Zip Chiefs. Toasty! Oh! Kareem Hunt on CJ Mosley. That might be my favorite catch. That might be my favorite touchdown catch so far this year. That was absurd. One-handed, he's a running back. Perfect ball from Patty Mahomes. Look at this. Oh, my God. Give me a better angle. Oh, here we go. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. All right, let's get out of this shit. We got it locked on. 24-10. Game over. They didn't belong. Harbaugh's throwing the Gatorade down. His team's trying to make everyone feel nice, but that Kareem Hunt touchdowns. I'm putting that right up there with my favorite touchdowns so far. I mean, we had a couple good ones in stream. If you guys aren't tuning into the streams, you're missing out. Twitch links in the description, but for a rebuild, that's definitely my favorite play. Mahomes went off 346 yards, 3 touchdowns. Could not get the run going whatsoever, but huge game all around, and we, just like that, are going to the Super Bowl.
Fatality.
Oh, good to know. It's gonna probably be one of them games. Oh, that speed threshold, baby. That speed threshold. Let's go, Tyreek. Oh, let's go, Madden. Your great-grandfather invented the game, and you fumbled on the last drive. We're in the red zone, though. Let's keep going. Let's keep this going. Tight end angle. The tight ends. Double tight end set is working out nice. Kelsey on the slant, something simple. Get across the middle on these weak-ass giant linebackers. Oh, my God. There we go. We're in. Beautiful. Cut the lead to 3. Oh, let's go 11. Is that Demarcus Robinson? I think it is. Beautiful touchdown. Sweet. Get the go-ahead. 50 yards. 14-13. Oh, 3rd and 30. We had to hit the PA crossers, cheese. I just had to. I can't go down like that. All right, 3rd and 2. We're just inside the red zone here. We're going to try to get them to bite here on a play action pass. This is where we've been. Run faster! Fucking Madden over here. Oh, that's a bad pass. Don't matter. Sammy Watkins makes up for it. We're almost at 400 yards on the day for Mahomes. Let's keep it rolling. 3rd and 8 on the 9. I mean, we technically could get a first down, which would actually be pretty huge. But we want the touchdown all in all. Oh, Kelsey. Oh, we got the first down, though. We got the first down, which means we could chew away a little bit of clock here. Oh, man. This has been a good game. Win or lose, this is not going to be one of those rebuilds where I just lose my shit. Even though, you know, we did have that fumble, which is a little annoying. Fumbles do happen. We haven't had any of those go our way yet, but we'll actually see if we can get the C4 special here to work. If it doesn't, it's not the worst thing. But if it does, I mean, it's a lead. It's a lead. They'll have to get a touchdown, which we know they probably automatically will get one without using a single timeout, because that's what the sim does. But it might be one of those rare chances that that's not the case. Beautiful C4 special. I mean, Kareem Hunt, Another guy, might be my favorite running back so far that we've used in a rebuild. That touchdown catch last game. He's executed the C4 special flawlessly so far. Life's good. All right, there's the instant touchdown. They didn't use a single timeout. How well do we know the sim? Let's go do this. So we have a chance to tie it. We have a chance to win it. We get one PA crossers attempt because they got the instant touchdown with no timeout. So it's not even gonna work. Or will it work? Oh, let's go, Tyreek. It did work. Good enough. That's fair enough. You give some, you take some. I'm trying to be generous with Madden. You fuck me, I fuck yeah. Big 3rd and inches here, going for the dub. As always, Kareem Hunt pass pro. Thank you. We're gonna be going to Kelsey. Oh, that's clutch. That is clutch right there. I don't know if, the sim's been pretty bad on me lately. They could get an instant touchdown, but they don't. Good enough for the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl in a very competitive matchup. Finally, a Super Bowl ring for Andy Reid. Never thought those words would come out my mouth, but I mean, obviously, maybe not in real life. Probably not in real life, but at least it comes out in the Madden realm. Massive day for Patty Mahomes. I don't know how many passing yards we had, but I think that's going to be the new thing. When we're playing the moments, for every bit of Madden cheese, we tally it up, and that equals how many times we can run crossers. Because Madden cheese is inevitable. Crossers doesn't always work. Crossers is either a big play or a sack, so there's always that risk of failure. But there's no risk of failure for the Madden cheese. It's always going to be there. I think Tyreek had 293 receiving yards, but I think Mahomes went over 450 because you can't really run the ball, man. You can't run the ball in Madden more often than not. And the only time you can really run it's in the red zone with the C4 special, C4 toss. But nice little game-winning touchdown from Travis Kelce. But a massive day for Mahomes. And I could say right now, Patty Mahomes has been my favorite quarterback that I've been able to use here in Madden 19. As they incorrectly always... That's something else they got to fix. Fix the AI when they're deciding who's getting Super Bowl MVP. Clearly would not be Kareem Hunt, who had like a touchdown. But I hope you guys did enjoy watching the rebuild of the Kansas City Chiefs. This was a team I've been wanting to do for a little bit. As always, if you let me know in the comment section below what team you want to see me rebuild next. A little bit different schedule. I think we're going to go, not always 2 a week. Sometimes they'll just come on the weekends because I've noticed the rebuilds that I upload midweek do like, half as many views as they do on the weekend. So I think I might just start waiting until Saturday to upload rebuilds. But let your voices be heard for what rebuild you want to see next. Thank you for watching. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow here in Madden 19. We do that for you guys. Smash the like button. I can't reiterate enough. Likes are a huge reason why videos do well now. So I'm going to start pleading for you guys to like the video. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit when you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never.